Hello, hello. Welcome to a Fox 411 where we like to tackle the things that are going on here locally and fundraisers, that kind of thing. It's the 5th annual Sizzlin' into September Mason City VFW Double Stake Challenge and the South Monroe Block Party Classic Car Show. We're going to talk and discuss both of these items today. So glad you're here with us. We've got Paul. We're going to start with you first. Paul Mathis. He's with the VFW, correct?
Yes.
And you are one of the masterminds behind all this. Not maybe the master griller, but the mastermind behind this, right?
I picked it up and ran with it. Let's put it that way. There are some better people in charge. So.
Right. Tell us the obvious question. What is a double steak challenge? What is this? I mean, obviously it's a steak challenge. It's a grilling challenge, but what's a double steak challenge?
Well, basically, it's just a steak challenge times two. They select the steaks, they go out, they grill them, turn them in, get judged. We actually sell them, and that's part of the fundraiser. And we just do that twice.
Okay, we do it twice. That's why it's called the Double Steak Challenge. It's happening this Labor Day weekend, right?
Correct. Saturday.
Saturday, yeah, August 31st. So it's coming up around the corner. What do you need? Do you need people to eat, number one, and also do you have all of your contestants, I guess?
Well, the contestants vary by event, but there's a website that they go and can sign up at. And
can people still do that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we generally get between a couple of dozen to 3 dozen cooks. It really depends. We, with it being a college football weekend, sometimes people are headed that direction. So we're all about promoting it, getting the name out. And with this being our 5th year, we get a lot of return cooks.
Well, I know people have had to get their tickets early if they want to eat, and who doesn't want to eat? I mean, this is some of the best. This will be the best steak you'll have all year because you got some of the best grill masters, really. And I don't even know if they're all from here. Or don't they come from a ways? Some of them do.
We've had them as far away as New York, Louisiana. I believe Mark could probably answer that a lot better. He knows all of them.
Yeah, Mark, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from North Springs, actually.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you can't. For those of you watching on the video feed, you can't see him because he's driving. So he's just listening to us. It's kind of nice. Driving down the road.
But yeah, we've had competitors from all over the country in years past. Tennessee, Virginia. I mean, they come from all over.
Sure. And you've been a grill master for how long, Mark?
I started competing in 2017.
Okay. I got to ask you the obvious question. What happens in your mind that a guy says, you know what, I can cook a steak better than anybody, so I want to try to be in these challenges?
Well, I was competitive barbecue.
Yeah.
And we were at a contest one night, and they were doing a Friday night steak. And we don't really got a lot going on, so decided to enter it. It was kind of fun, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, and then you win money if it's the best. That's like free. Exactly. That's like free dinner, right? That's free dinner. That's pretty cool. What's your favorite thing?
If we actually made money doing this, there'd be a lot more people that would do it.
Well, that's true. I understand that. It's for fun. I get it. But you know what? It's a fun side hustle that maybe can make a profit or two. I have my side hustle that I do. So, why not grill masters? Obviously somebody told you along the way, right, Mark, that, hey, you're pretty good. Why don't you enter a contest or two?
I used to have people tell me all the time that my food was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't agree. I mean, it was edible, but.
Well, I know this is all about steak. It's a steak challenge, but what is your favorite thing to grill?
I love chicken wings.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
And
whether it's frying them or grilling them,
yeah, can we just settle an argument with the Z generation? Chicken nuggets are not. They're nuggets. I mean, chicken wings without bones are just nuggets. They're not
Yes,
a
they are.
chicken wing.
I agree.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, chicken wings. They probably take a little bit. I mean, have you gosh, you've probably done so many things that you wanted to try, because I think the challenges would be there all the time of whether you're smoking or you're grilling. Doesn't make any difference. I imagine that most grill masters like to smoke.
oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us, that's how we got started.
Right. I have a green egg, and I have not graduated yet from smoking, but to me it's a good early version of that. You know, that's the other thing. Yeah, Paul, is there any? What kind of things are they grilling on? Their own stuff? Do they use their own grills for this, or do you have? Do they have to do what they do on different stuff? I mean, for different things.
They have sponsors and different sponsors from across the state cook-offs, that they get grills from. Mark, correct me if I'm wrong here, but they pretty much use a standard grill, and they've got this down to a science.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you can cook on any heat or fire source. So it could, if you want, it could be a gas grill.
Mm-hmm.
But most of us use charcoal.
Right.
And I mean, you can use a $80 Weber from Walmart,
Right.
or you can buy an M grill, which are manufactured in Nebraska, and they're about $900.
Okay.
So it just depends on what you want to spend and what you're comfortable cooking on.
Now, when you are cooking, I don't want you to give any secrets away. We're not here to do that. But I would like to ask you, is it more of a visual thing, or is it more of a timing thing for you?
Timing.
Timing. Okay. Yeah.
I've got it broke down. I start my charcoal at this time. The steak goes on at this time.
Right.
And then hopefully it gets turned in at this time. Every piece of meat's different, but
Yep.
I mean, as far as the judging goes, you eat with your eyes.
Yes.
So you want it to look good first,
Yes.
and then everything else will fall into place.
Right. And by the way, for those of you listening or watching this, can we all just agree medium rare is the best thing ever? And it should be for everybody. Yeah. Do I have any doubters out there?
Well, the judges wouldn't agree.
They wouldn't agree?
No, because we have tournament medium.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Okay, just a personal thing for me. It's got to be medium rare, but that's just me, I guess. Hey, a very important question, Mark. What is the one thing that most people, when they grill, what do they do wrong? What's the number one thing that people just don't do right that grill masters know? If they would all agree on one thing that most people do not do right, I have my own thing that I think of, and I'm not even a grill master, but I love to do it.
They don't season the meat enough.
Oh, okay. That was not mine, but yeah, I think you're probably right. That's very good, actually. Yeah. Mine is.
And then the other thing is,
long enough.
Yeah,
Check it too many times.
or letting it rest after you take it off.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, Paul, so besides steak, what is all going to be? He mentioned chicken wings. Do we get to eat some wings too, or what are we eating? I guess on the
Last year we did chicken wings, and man, they went off. We took them out to the bar and offered them to the people that were sitting there. And we still had leftovers. But this year we actually changed the ancillary up to barbecued ribs.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah,
I'm a barbecued rib guy, so
Sure.
I was all about that.
Are the fixins all made on the grill too, or is that going to be done on a different like kitchen or something like that.
What we'll do is we'll add a potato and a salad and a dinner roll. We'll put the steak on the plate, and they go as soon as they come in. They go to the ticket holders who are always waiting.
Okay, very good. Well, I think we should make an announcement here. We're talking to Paul, Mark Huntley, and Paul Mathis, and soon we're going to talk to Dave Bernhardt here because he's the Classic Car Show guy here in a second. But we should tell people how to get tickets to this, and also give them the website that the Grill Masters can actually enter if they want to.
So they get the tickets at the VFW. You better move quick because they go fast. So it's based on how many cooks that we have.
Sure.
And I think we're around 20 again, 24. And so those numbers go fast for those dinners. And there's two settings because there's a double event. So when they come off the first one, we take everything, get them out. And the tickets that you buy will either be for the early or later event.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Well, I know I'm wedding free on this Labor Day weekend, so I'm going to be there. So save me a seat. All right. Well, one of your other sponsors to go along with this is the Mason City All Risk Insurance Group, Dave Bernhardt, Crop Insurance. And Dave, I want to say that you, if we can bring you into the picture here as well, you had this car show, and I want to say last year you brought this in memory of Gene DeMarco, and you're doing it again this year, right?
Yes, sir, Harry. This is going to be the best smelling car show ever.
Yes. There you go, Mark. That's a new challenge for you. Ever grilled out of your car?
No,
Probably should.
Last year, when they were giving out their awards,
Yeah.
I went over there and listened to them, and I said, "Hey guys, how about if we moved our car show a little closer to your cookout competition?"
So it's an all-day affair. Yeah.
You better believe it. So
Yeah.
they said that would be awesome. They said draw some more people and different cars. So it's
Sure.
just going to be so that's why we named it Block Party. We got more stuff going on than the law allows.
Yeah. You're going to have parking probably around there somewhere. You've got a lot of cars.
Oh, we got a big lot across the street. I think they call it, YMCA or whatever, Pizza Ranch or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
The credit union across the street is our overflow.
Okay. Very good. Yeah. Well, this should be a huge party. What's going to be there for classic cars during this time? Well, first of all, I guess, but let's back up here. So, Paul, the steak challenge, well, you got set up starting at like 8 o'clock, and then the cook's meeting at 10, and the judges meeting at 11. And then when do people eat, basically?
Well, I got to remember, I built the flyer, and I don't even recall the time. I want to say 2 or 3, somewhere in there.
I got it.
Oh, 2
I
or
got
3.
it for you, Paul. I
Okay.
got it. They called in and bought some tickets
There you
yesterday.
go.
The serving time is 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock.
Gotcha. All right.
1 or 3 is feeding time. Okay. All right.
1 or 3, whatever takes them off.
So, Dave, what time does the car show start then?
Well, they wanted me to have the car show a little more later in the day.
Yeah?
So our entries, 11 o'clock to 2 p.m., that's our registration.
Okay.
When they'll go in the front door to VFW there at the table
Okay.
and register.
Sure.
And then we want to have the judging in the afternoon,
Sure.
from maybe 2 to 5.
Okay.
We want the cars and stuff to stay around for
Okay.
a while. All right.
So let's say the idea basically is go in and eat and then come on out and see the cars. That's
You betcha.
yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then around 6 o'clock, give out some awards.
Okay.
We're going to take a little different than most car shows, because I'm not in this car show for profit. The entry money will be divided up amongst different classes for winnings. Like first place will get 50%, second place will get part of it, third place part.
Sure.
So that'll be a cash thing. Then I went and did one extra thing. Want to go grab one of them for me? I'll show you this morning one of the license plates that we had done. Custom painted by a young man here in town.
Okay.
So for first place in each class, they'll be receiving one of these custom license plates. All right. So now my classes consist of classic cars, okay,
Okay.
classic pickups, then muscle cars.
Yep.
If you got something that's got a big motor in it, you want to enter that class.
All right.
Cool. Antique, 40 and older. If some of these old boys open a storage shed and open their door, there's a lot of them over here on their own property, okay?
Mhm. Yeah.
We're gonna bring in some farm equipment we own, some tractors, maybe old and new. The bigger, the better. The smaller, the more interesting, okay?
Okay.
We also threw in another one this year, and I reached out to a couple guys to bring in some custom semis.
Semis.
I don't know if you've ever seen a custom semi. Those babies have more chrome on than the law allows. Okay?
Without the law, right? Or without the load, right? This is
Not the
without the
trailer,
load.
just semi-tractor.
Right. Right.
So I got hopefully a couple of those to show up.
Yeah.
Then we go into motorcycles,
Yep.
rat rods. Okay, that's
Okay.
the wild and crazy thing you see that they're all rust with a big motor and big tires. Okay,
Yeah.
those are rat rods.
That's awesome.
Then
Now,
I come up with something that I was at a car show over at Decorah this year,
right.
and this is kind of interesting. And I got an entry last night already.
Right.
It's called barn fight.
Barn finds. Okay.
So if grandma's got an old car or truck out there in the garage,
No matter how dusty. Yeah.
hasn't moved for 30, 40 years,
Oh, jeez.
go pump up the tires, all right? It doesn't necessarily have to run,
You
just
just
get
pull
it
it
there,
there. Yeah.
all right? Don't clean it off. I want original barn
Yeah.
fight. Actually, last night when I was out talking to some people, I got a 1940 Cadillac committed for a barn fight.
Oh,
And it has not been touched in 30, 40 years. So that ought to be kind of cool.
that sounds
I
fun.
encourage them to bring it over. Now, I put a thing on our flyer, if it has wheels, bring it. I got somebody bringing a freaking bicycle, Harry. I forgot to put it, it has a motor and wheels.
It's got to have a motor. It's got to have
This
a
guy's
motor.
bringing a bicycle. It is pretty awesome, I guess.
You know, I want to make a suggestion. Maybe you can make this work for next year. What do you think? What do you think about this? Since it's all about food,
Yes,
how about a tailgater vehicle?
tailgater.
Not talking a food truck. I'm talking a tailgate, whatever they used to, because listen, I go to a lot of Vikings games, okay?
Okay? We won't hold that
I
against you.
see the most craziest tailgating. I'm not talking food trucks. I mean tailgating vehicles,
Yes.
and I think they should tailgate right at your car show before you get to go eat.
You just want somebody to show up with a pickup with a keg on it.
Yes.
That's all you're looking for. You
I'm
get that
talking
stuff from
grill.
VFW, Harry.
Come on, Mark, don't tell me that you never thought about that before. You probably thought about a grill right on your tailgate of your truck.
Well, there's actually a company that makes a attachment that you can put a Yeti cooler on and one of the M grills,
See?
and it swings away from the truck.
See? Dave, we already got your next class that you can throw in to the mix next year.
I want to show you an example. Here's one of these custom-made
Oh,
plates that we're going to give out.
hold that closer.
Hold it closer.
Yeah, hold it closer. There you
Closer
go.
up there. How's
Okay.
that look?
All right. Yeah.
It's off
Like
on
it.
the old block party car show.
Okay.
Best classic car, Iowa 2024.
All right. That's awesome. I like it.
So that's a little better than just a plastic trophy, don't you think?
Yeah. Tailgate party can be just all it's on its own next year. How about that? We'll just. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining with us here today. This is going to be exciting, and it seems like it's getting bigger every single year, Paul. And,
it is.
It's just a phenomenal event, and everybody should know about it by now after 5 years. Right there at the VFW, it's on South Monroe, and you can get there easily now. I know they've been working all over town on different places, but is there any other sponsors you want to thank here besides the Fox that we are sponsoring, and of course Mason City All Risk Insurance with Dave?
We've got a lot of them in there. Sean Cool, Tom Douglas, the insurance agencies, Edwards Brand, and then Farm Services. I think I got that wrong for Sean.
Okay.
But one of the things we haven't talked about yet, and I'll just hit on briefly, is that we're adding music this year also.
Oh, yes. I did see that in the flyer. You got them both, what, inside and outside, both?
Well, I reserved through the globe their stage.
Okay.
But no one's taken me up on it yet to play outside, so that can be someone else's deal.
Okay. But there's going to be some type of music either inside or outside anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen to
Probably
this
inside.
one.
Yeah.
I've got a flyer laying here, and one of the members, I think, of the VFW has committed to the Denny and the BC Drifters
Oh. All
coming in
right.
to play at the VFW that night. Is that right, Paul?
I believe so.
So that ought to be kind of cool. He's, I guess, from the Buddy Holly era or whatever, plays a lot of that kind of stuff. And he's bringing along a couple ladies with him, too, so we just don't have to look at him all the time, okay? That ought to be kind of fun.
That sounds like fun. Good car show music and eating music for the Double Steak Challenge. It's going to happen at the VFW. It's on Saturday, August 31st. And again, Paul, what's that website people can go to?
Mark, you're better with that side than I am.
Well, I have steakcookoffs.com. I just
There you go.
giving you a
State
chance.
Cook-Off Association. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll get you there, too. I know Jim and Leona Salee pretty well as well. I know they get involved with this and wish them the best as well. But I'm going to stop on by and see all of you. I think this is going to be a lot of fun and a lot of good food here. Mark, save me a wing or two, will you, please?
Sure.
Okay.
Just one last thing, the car show's open to anybody and everybody. So
Anybody and everyone. Okay.
even the newer cars. So the wilder, the newer, the shinier, the weirder, the better.
You put that tailgate idea in the back of your head, Dave, all right?
It might happen this year. You never
Well,
know.
you never know. It might. Mark's going to get one of those trucks he talked about.
We still got a welder and we got an old truck.
There you go. I love it. Paul, Mark, and Dave, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate the time. And have a great event, okay?
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Harry.
you.
You got it. The 5th annual
there, buddy.
Sizzling into
You there.
September Mason City VFW Double Steak Challenge and the South Monroe Block Party Classic Car Show, all happening on Saturday, August 31st. Hope to see you there.